Hello, everyone. Welcome to Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we are here talking coffee, tea, thoughts, and conversations with the Biz Chicks. I'm here with my partner and friend, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. So sit back, relax. We're getting ready to have a great conversation that we hope you'll take part in. How you doing this morning, Fran?
I am doing very, very well
Hmm.
and having lots of fun,
Okay.
learning lots of things, lots of fun, lots of things. In today's conversation, we're going to talk about all about networking and
Hmm.
effective networking. And we've been out of practice with networking just because
Hmm.
we've been uh, inside, indoors, Zoom in, all kind of things, but we are just now getting back to being in person
Uh-huh.
in the networking world. So we're going to have two different type of conversations today. The first one will be about the traditional networking and what you need to do, or what we all can do to be prepared for that. And then the second will be how to be effective with online networking. So, networking online, networking in person, both are very, very important to what we are doing.
Morning, Carlos. How you doing?
Good morning, Carlos. So, one of the key elements that you need to have, you always have tools for wherever you are going, whether
Hmm.
you're going, on a job interview or whatever it is, you need to be prepared before you get there. So you just don't walk into a networking situation and just show up without any preparation. So one of the keys for networking that you need would be an elevation speech. Notice I didn't say elevator.
Hmm.
I said elevation speech,
Yes.
which is the purpose for that is to clearly communicate the service you offer and the value you add to someone's life,
Mm-hmm.
how
Hmm.
you can take their results higher. In essence, an elevation speech. So,
I like
there,
that.
yes. So, there are some examples, and one would be I help people discover and build their dreams so that they can live a life they truly love.
Hmm.
So, your elevation speech has three components. I help X do Y so that Z. So, X is your ideal client. Y is your ideal client's main desire, and Z is the additional benefit your client receives from achieving their desire. So you could say something like, I help women discover their purpose and build their dreams so that they can live a passionate, fulfilling life. Yeah, example of the ideal client could be I help people, I help women, I help men, I help busy professionals, I help women entrepreneurs, I help conscious entrepreneurs. Um, those are general and some are specific. I help small business owners, I
Hmm.
help professionals who want to change and find their passion and live on purpose. I help overworked women ditch their day job and create a life doing what they love. So your elevation speech is I help blank, who is your audience, and
Do
what
what is their desire?
their main desire. I help men do blank. I help whatever do this so that they can have this. X, Y, and Z. So that's a tool that you need is your elevation speech. You notice it's not a thesis or a so because
Mhm.
when someone comes to you and say, "What do you do?" It needs to be short and to the point, not all over. And you're going to have to practice it. For biz chicks, our we help men and women now because we got biz dudes too, so we can't
Mhm.
discriminate. So we help men and women um, take the hassle out of their hustle so that they can build a profitable business that's fun to run.
Mhm.
Who do we help? What's
What
the
we
pain
do.
point? And what's the benefit? The benefit is that they can have a profitable business that's fun to run. And so, what do? We help take the hassle out of your hustle. Who do we serve? Men and women, small business owners, women
Mhm.
entrepreneurs, busy professionals.
Mhm.
So, the elevation speech is one important tool that you need to have down before you show up at the networking meeting. Now, Terry is going to give us some tips on networking that she has come across. I think okay, I'm going to just let her take the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah. I want to talk about several points. One is when you're networking online, you need to be real clear about who you want to be, so that people know, why they want to connect with you. If you were talking about plumbing one day and the next day you're talking about kayaking, it's confusing. Okay, make sure that you identify clearly who you are and what you do.
Can
And
I
then,
ask the question?
oh, let's see. Mark says, do you know what they say about the milk and the cow? Don't give it all away. Yes. Engage, inspire, generate interest, and make an appointment for a follow up. I love that.
Right.
I love that. That's exactly what we're talking about, because you want to know who it is you want to connect with. And we said this about face to face. Make sure that you figured out who your audience is, so that you are going into the right groups, going into the right chats, that those people are talking about your interests and the things that you are able to help with. Okay.
So, so basically, what you're saying on your first point was, who are you going to be?
Exactly.
And
Online.
be that person because you wear many hats, but pick the hat that you wear and pick who today at this event.
At this event.
I'm this person and not be five different
Yes, and
people.
and we say this all the time too about face to face. These things apply in both cases. Networking is networking. It's just electronic versus face to face, but the elements are basically the same. Remember, we had the situation. Good morning, Dr. Tachi. We had the situation where the individual came into the event, and on one side of the car they did barbecue, on the other side they did hair. If you're at that event and you are promoting your salon, by all means stick with that. Now, if you're going to have a different conversation with a different person about barbecue at that event, don't pull out the same card for the hair and say, come.
No, and because that thing is not good. And then I'm
The reason I'm saying this, friend, is because we keep encouraging people to have multiple streams of income. And
right.
so we're not saying you cannot have more than one business. We're just saying be real clear about who you're talking to and what you're talking about and who you're identifying as in these events, whether they're online or offline. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I also remind me to talk about a tool that you're going to need in there are new tools for networking, and
Mhm.
these tools do work on and offline, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that.
Yes.
Go ahead. I want to go ahead and finish your list.
Okay. Um, And I have one more thing I want to say. Identify your audience. Make sure you're in the right event. Have you gone into a workshop that applies to what you're trying to achieve and who you're trying to help? Have you joined into a conversation that allows you to be generous? So the last thing I want to share is that you need to build a genuine connection, and you can do that through generosity. Enter the conversation, add to the conversation, um, or listen and be attentive so that people get to know you. That people want to do business with what, who they know, like, and trust. But if you've shown up one time and now you're talking about, oh, because you get this a lot on Instagram. Oh, you're really cute. I want to talk to you. I'm not here for cute. So just make sure that you're building genuine connections before you try to do business with people, and that you've given you've given generously, so that people say, oh, okay, I trust that source. It's valuable, and it's helpful. We
So
got comments over here from Mark.
yeah, so Mark just talked about not giving everything away. You can
Mm-hmm.
engage, inspire, generate interest, and make an appointment for a follow up. He said early on, I had a tendency to help someone right at the networking event, so they got it all for free. So you're not trying to give away all of your stuff for free. You are going to practice just giving them the highlights, the elevation of what it is that you do. And
Mm-hmm.
then Mark says, listen, listen, listen. Too many are pressing play with their elevator speech without it being a natural response, without showing true interest in others, which is just what you said just
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Mark also says, make your primary goal connection, not a sale. If you make a true connection, the sales will follow.
There you go.
And Linda, she says, know, like, and trust. Thanks again, ladies, and have a great day.
Hi,
So,
Linda.
so we're talking about effective
Mm-hmm.
networking.
Mm-hmm.
Sun is out, people are moving about the planet again, and you still need to know how to network. And online, um, did you have another point that you were covering?
No, I had those 3 points that I really wanted to make.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let me grab something really quick.
Mm-hmm.
um Please, please redo your point, and I'll be right
Okay.
back.
All right. I want to say that when you're offering something, when you're being generous about what it is you're sharing, you want to make sure it's valuable to the customer, not just to you. Oh my gosh. How many times have you gone into the grocery store and everything's on sale except what you want? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter that it's, marked down, because it's not what you came in there for. So make sure that what you're sharing is of value to your audience. And one way to do that is ask them what they want. Allow them time to share. And once they start sharing their pain, then if you can identify with that, if you have something that will help alleviate that, then you can offer that in one way or another. But make sure that what you're offering is of value to the customer, not just to you. Okay, I needed this, blah, 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 so I'm offering this. No. Make sure that what you're offering is what they came for. And
So
please
what
don't do a bait and switch. Don't offer it and then they get there and you take 2 hours to get to, oh my gosh. How many times have we experienced that? Maybe once or twice, friend, where they held us hostage and never did get to what they promised.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Oh, it was terrible. And we never went back. We were
So
just traumatized by the experience. We hung in there because we were hoping that they would eventually get to what they promised. Keep your promises. That's one way to establish trust.
so you this would not be complete without some tech tips for networking. What do you mean, tech? Well, there is tech now that can help you network better and smarter.
Hmm.
And there are several uh, digital business cards that you can get. Um, and I'm just going to talk about one that I've been using. I kind of went through different ones to see what they offered, and this one stuck out to me. Now this is the card.
Mm-hmm.
It has my name and my logo on it. It also has a QR code. Now that teams up with my phone that also has the QR code right there.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm in a networking event, I can pull out my card, and on my iPad, you can just swipe to the right to get your widgets. And this has my widget on there. And if you scan my widget, I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you could scan that, it'll take you to my business card,
Mm-hmm.
which all of my contact information is on there. Now, Terry was talking about having 2 or 3 different, maybe you're into businesses, right? Well, with this particular card, and I will put the information about the card in the chat. With this particular card, you can have several businesses on there, but each business has its own page. You don't have barbecue and hair on the same card. So
Mm-hmm.
my card, pushing this little button here. Here we go. So I have one for coaching that I do.
Oh, uh-huh.
That's for coaching. I have one for real estate, for all my real estate details. And then I have one more, swipe over, for Biz Chicks. So for the 3 different things that I do, I have 3 different cards in this one system. And if you scan it, you get different information. Now, the cool thing is with this card, I can take to a networking event, and the tech is such that if I put this card right under my phone, it opens up it opens up. So here's the phone. I put the card here, and it opens up, and it says open the NFT card, and it opens up my business cards so that people can scan. So when they scan it, it gives them my contact information, and they can immediately put my contact information into their phone. Then it will give them the opportunity, hey, leave your information for Francine, and they can fill that out, and it sends to me, and I get a notification through the app that this person has shared their information with me, and I can now put them into my contacts. No more of this. Okay, I don't mind having that, but this is one card. I don't have to carry a stack of cards. I have this one, and it acts like a, what is it? The card that you go into the, you tap
access.
to say,
An access.
Tap to add a contact.
Okay.
And you just tap underneath the bottom of this, and it opens up, and you tap on it, fill out the details. They fill out they sends your details to them where they can add you. Their details come to you, and you've just swapped information without picking. You got a pen?
Now, is that system still working over in Instagram where you can ping each other or?
Right. You can do that, but your Instagram stuff is all on here. So now everything about you is here. You can put your Instagram, you can put whatever website you want. You can have more than one link inside this thing. So if you have more than one website, you can have your website, phone number, emails, you can have your social accounts. Everything can be on here so people can find you in one place. And you can send this link. It says send at the bottom. So I click that, And then I can send this, I can copy the link, I can text the card, I can email the card, I can send it via WhatsApp, I can send it via LinkedIn.
Gotcha.
So there are tools to help you. Now, there are other tools, but I like this one because it works and it does everything I want it to do. And because I get a card that I can just have one card at the thing.
Mhm.
Hey, give me your contact information. I hold this up, I go like that. And on the front, it comes up saying, open the blank card.
Mhm.
And now we swap information.
Okay.
So there are tools to help you do what you need to do. There are Technology has made it really simple for you to network. But if you don't have the things that Terry talked about first, listening and knowing who you are before you show up,
Mhm.
who am I today? What cape am I wearing?
Exactly.
Because you are superheroes in what it is that you do, but what cape do you have on today at this event?
Mm.
And that's what I have for you today. Questions, comments, everybody? Mark has a comment. He says, if you have widgets, you see your doctor. Yes.
Exactly.
So come on, questions, comments, and I'm going to put this info in the chat for you. I've already got link business. You would think share this link would come up.
Mm-hmm. With all the technology, right?
Mm-hmm. So
Well, I
anyway,
am excited. I love this link and this application, and I find it very useful because a lot of times when you're dealing with paper cards, they can get soiled. They can, you forget them. You don't know where they are in your purse because you forgot your little contact system, things like that. So it's just easier. It's cleaner, and most people have a phone.
and one thing I would like to say too, the next step, which we'll probably talk about next week, is once you've got their contact information, what happens to that? Where does it go?
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, where does it go?
Indeed.
In the black hole of the purse?
Or in a box with all the other cards that you've collected over the years,
And
and
it's
it
not,
starts to accumulate.
and it hasn't made it to, a CRM.
Mm-mm.
And maybe because now I'm putting the link to the Apple version, and it's called Blink. I'm gonna put that in there. Blink digital business card. Do I have the Google Play Store?
Yeah, you should. Everybody does.
Okay, so I want to put the Google Play Store one as well. Um,
I'll type it out so people can see the name of the application.
yes, BLINQ digital
Mm-hmm.
business card, smart digital business cards.
You want
Uh,
smart?
yes,
Smart.
but it's BLNIQ.
Hmm. That's why I said, let me type it in.
Yes, because so you want to have a way for people to contact you, and we are sending things digital, knowing who you are before you start this process, what you have to offer. And then next week we're going to talk about CRMs, because if you have the business cards, you made the contacts, and then you have the card. And some people, they may just give you a paper card, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but where does those cards end up? How do they get to your CRM? What is a CRM? What's the best CRM? There's a lot of those questions, which we will cover next week. We're going to be talking about CRMs. They don't have to be scary. It's real simple. So we're going to talk all about it. Is there anything else that you all would like to learn about? Please let us know in the chat. Um, you know, we're here to help. Again, we are here to help small business owners take the hassle out of their hustle so that they can build a profitable business that's fun to run. If you'd like to become a part of the BizChicks community, there is no charge to do so. You can go to bizchicks.net and join there. It'll take you to our YouTube channel. So just join, subscribe, because we'll be posting things there. And then you can text biz to 33777. That'll help you, because then we will be able to text you things as well when we have workshops and all kind of things.
Oh, friend, share the information about the workshop coming up
Oh, the
on the
Discovery
8th.
Vision workshop.
Yes.
Yes, there is a Discovery Vision workshop coming up on April the 8th, and it will be in person and it will be digital. It will be virtual.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can read some of the. Terry puts me on the spot and makes me do things. Oh. So with this workshop, because I hadn't even.
And this is April 8th.
That's a Saturday. In this, no, that's in the Discovery. That's something else. I want to be somewhere else in my emails, my text messages. See, I don't have this on the top of my head, which I should.
But it's okay. What we will do is we can always put it in the links after the show. I just want people to know that there is a Discovery Vision workshop coming up April the 8th, and it will
Right,
be in person here in Sacramento and virtual, so
right.
that you can come in and
And if you
live
are
the
a
life you
part
love.
of the Biz Chicks community, it will be in the community tab on YouTube. It'll be on Facebook. Mark said, if you have a better chance of hitting your target if you have one. Before networking, have a goal. What do you want to walk away with? How will you evaluate your success? What is the evidence? Great point, Mark. Next time we need to have you in here talking about that little clip. What
Mm-hmm.
are you, yes, what's your goal? How many people do you want to connect with? And I remember Janice Jordan, she wrote a book called Not More Than Wine and Meatballs. It's a networking book, and she talked about uh, you don't network and get everybody's cards. You get the people who you need to connect with for your particular venture, the thing that you.
Exactly.
Okay, you network with the people who are going to promote. You network with the people who line up with your goal. That's the word I want to use.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mark. Before networking, have a goal. What do you want to walk away with? And you network with the people who line up or properly align with your goal. Yes,
Dr.
Dr.
Site
Tanya
says,
says.
ask Mark Ward.
And
Yes.
then Mark says, additional questions. What are the challenge obstacles that you see? How will you overcome them? And write it all down before you leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Tachi was saying yes to that. So today's conversation is all about networking, getting back out there. You need to network in order to build your business. Somebody needs what you have to offer. Offer it. Let them know what it is that you do in an elevation speech.
Mm-hmm.
I do X to help Y do Z. So get your elevation speech together, get your goals and the challenges and obstacles, like Mark said, get that all dialed in and find out what it is that you want to do before you leave the house. Then leave the house.
Mm-hmm. That is, and you know what? You need to say that because we haven't been out of the house on a regular basis in so long, or the people we want to connect with may not have been out of the house in so long, that this may be challenging. So be gentle during these face to face encounters because you don't know what people have been through. You don't know what they're going through. There have been some unusual weather events, even since, all of this, since we started to try to reconnect with one another face to face. So come on, guys, find out how people are doing first.
Right. And that probably the hell, hello, how are you? What's been going on? How you doing?
And you might have to listen to a story.
Yes, it's okay. So this was networking effectively on, I should say, on and offline. And next week we're going to talk about CRMs. Now that you got all of these cards and you got people you need to talk to, where are they?
There you
Where are they? Um, so we'll talk about that and more next time. Thank you so much for your time this morning. And we're looking forward to seeing you again really, really soon. Um, this year is your year. This year will be better than it was last year. So let's make it great. Let's live the life of your dreams. Live the business life of your dreams. You can do it.
go. Okay. What? Okay. He says, I also take note of my emotional condition. What is the adjective that best describes how I'm feeling? Then I evaluate my success overall, including how I feel better. Conditioning.
How I
Mm,
feel afterwards. Yes.
Oh, after conditioning. Okay.
Yes, after you've gone through the event, you process it. Did I feel good about this event? How was I feeling after the
hmm
event? Very good question. Very good points, Mark. We just want to say thank you because you could have been anywhere else here today, but you decided to check in with the Biz Chicks. And again, we are here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. We will see you, well, tomorrow. I'll
Yeah.
see you tomorrow with TJ. She's going to be talking to us about digital marketing, but we will be back next week talking about the CRM.
All right, guys. Have a great day. We look forward to seeing you. Bye bye, everyone.